Alright. Can you hear me? Great. Look, I'm hiding under my desk right now because I'm pretty certain there's a vampire lurking around my house. I've got to be quiet in case it finds me. And I don't know what's going to happen if it does. To find out, though, there's a question that might help us if we answer it. Do Gothic texts seek to liberate desire, or do they constrain them? I've only ever analysed 2 Gothic texts for a university assignment, so I guess I'll use those. Bram Stoker's Dracula and Anna Lillian Paul's A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night are the 2 texts. I hope they'll be good. Because what this vampire does when it finds me is going to be entirely dependent on what happens in those. So, I'm going to hope for the best. Luckily, I've got a whole entire script with me in case anything happens, so wish me luck. Desire is defined as a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing something would happen, and it features heavily in Bram Stoker's Dracula, which was published in 1897. Dracula, as you would expect, reflects the social and scientific landscape of its time. And the new woman was emerging as a scary new feminist ideal that bucked traditional conservative trends, and only 2 years earlier Oscar Wilde was arrested for sexual acts with another man. Wait, what? Desire, therefore, is heavily dressed either in metaphor or subtext, and is somewhat blatant. Wait, and? That says all. 2 key scenes come to mind. First, chronologically, and most homoerotically, is the scene in which Jonathan Harker encounters the 3 women in Dracula's castle. Jonathan describes them as sharing the same brilliant white teeth that shone like pearls against the rubies of their voluptuous lips, and making him feel uneasy, some longing, at the same time deadly fear. He also felt a burning desire for them to kiss him, and as they approached him, he lies there in delightful anticipation. His erotic description of one of the vampire women preparing to bite his neck, which could definitely be mistaken for oral sex, is interrupted by a furious Count Dracula. In this section, Dracula says while staring at Jonathan, whispering softly, "Yes, I too can love. You yourselves can tell that from the past, is it not so? Well, now I promise you that when I am done with him, you shall kiss him at your will." And then he dismisses the women. I'll be honest, really not sure quite what's going to happen to me when this vampire finds me. But either way, Stoker writes these women as animalistic, overpowering, and undeniably sexual. Dracula is overprotective, tender, and possessive. In Ken Gelder's 1994 book, Reading Dracula, he corroborates a vast collection of interpretations of sexuality in Dracula, including Christopher Bentley's The Monster in the Bedroom, Sexual Symbolism in Bram Stoker's Dracula, 1972. Bentley agrees with other authors' comparisons of blood to semen in Dracula, which characterizes the surprise scene as inherently sexual. Good? No. Because sexual as it was, Stoker definitely didn't think it was a good thing. Jonathan feels disgusted by himself, terrified, and from that point on, his stay in the castle is characterized by terror and resignation. Stoker therefore uses vampires to depict a perverted, yet unrestrained sexual desire. This means he likely didn't want to liberate desire in any way. Damn. This is made especially obvious in the second scene, after Mina Harker was forced to feed on Dracula. While whether what happened in the scene was consensual is not clear even within the novel, Stoker really doesn't try and disguise whether it was bad. Though, which is, well, it's definitely something. While doing the Catholic sign of the cross later, Mina is burnt and marked as unholy and, this convenient script is really hard to flip. Punished by God. Crap. This isn't looking good. In a novel published in 1897 by a man who lived in a heavily religious UK, this is as firm as a rejection of the sexual desires portrayed by vampires as we'll probably get. Okay, on to the next one then. Anna Lily Amapours, a girl walks home alone at night, follows the girl, who feeds on those who take advantage of women. In one key scene, she rips off a pimp Saeed's finger and makes him suck it before killing him. Okay, I'm not a pervert though. I'm not a pimp. So am I good? Probably good, right? Well, this could be seen as a rejection of desire. Unlike Dracula, the girl is obviously shown as a heroine, and Saeed's death is a good thing. The girl killing Hussein, the character who just forcibly injected a prostitute with heroin and her intimidation of a child into being a good boy, makes a case for female empowerment and control over desire. From a feminist perspective, this is liberating, but it still portrays desire as oppressive, dangerous, and ultimately something to be carefully constrained, while which, not bad, isn't exactly liberated. In the end, these two Gothic texts certainly make it seem like they seek to constrain desire, but the only way is really to find out what's going to happen when this vampire finds me. Wish me luck.